It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center, providing big city healthcare with a hometown touch. And now, Down on the Corner.
In 62 East Plaza for the best coffee in town. It's Brewed Awakening Coffee. Be sure to check them out. And of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing the morning prayer each and every day. Let's pause real quick for our morning prayer. Father, once again, Lord, I pray for our police officers, state, county, and city. These men and women work 24/7 plus holidays to ensure our safety. Yet police are the most disrespected people in our country. Our own city police department is still mourning the loss of one of our own officers. Lord, I pray you give them peace. Lord, as our officers put on the uniform and leave home to patrol and investigate, I pray you keep them safe, bless their work, and protect their families. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Be sure to give them a call today. Roller Funeral Homes, very professional folks, caring, loving. Talk to Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone out there will help you. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 Roller Funeral Homes in the state of Arkansas to serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora sitting right here. Bob's right here.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, the Z Team for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retiretorkansas.net. I'm going to have to log in that manually. We've had some issues this morning. I'm trying to work on here. We'll
Computer
take
problems? No,
never.
never.
I'm going to bring that up here if I can.
See, there you go.
Live webcam. And I don't know, Gil, can you pick that up off the computer there? There it is right there. There's a beautiful live shot right there.
Oh, he moved it a little bit. Okay, yeah.
Brought to you by the Z Team. For all your real estate needs, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, Retiretorkansas.net. This morning, right now, we have got 69 degrees in Mountain Home and Flippin. Same in Harrison and Yellville. Salem checking in at 67 degrees with Calico Rock, 69, 64 at Mountain View. Around the region, St. Louis at 64, Poplar Bluff at 67, West Plains at 67, Branson at 68. In contrast, from here to North Dakota, it's 27 degrees.
Yeah.
I got two boys working up there.
Working really hard to keep warm.
Yeah, working up a sweat.
Yeah, well, it's motivation.
Do what?
It's motivation.
Motivation, yeah. The national radar, we show some shower activity. There's a lot of precipitation. That's that big blizzard area up there. And it's just terrible. I mean, from Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, up into Michigan, stretches all the way back into Pennsylvania, New York. There's a little bit of shower activity in Missouri and Iowa. We'll check the Little Rock stop real quick and check the state of Arkansas, see what's going on. A little bit in northwest Arkansas right there. And you can see they cranked this thing up, and you can't tell if that's actually hitting the ground or not. Yes, It's just a big blob. So I'm going to say most of the highways are clear. You see this little bit over here. Let's see, Baxter, Marion, Boone. That should be Madison County right there, I believe. That's around Huntsville. A little bit around Fayetteville to Fort Smith, affecting I-49. Other than that, the highways are clear. 62 412 west has a little bit of shower activity there. 62 412 east is clear. Interstates 40, 30, and 55 clear at this time. Checking the state of Missouri, we'll hit the St. Louis stop. Going into St. Louis on I-70 looks pretty good. I-44 going in, but you can see the shower activity back towards Sedalia and Marshall, Missouri on I-70. We'll cover that when we hit the Kansas City stop. State of Illinois, I-64 east from East St. Louis, Illinois to Mount Vernon in good shape. A little bit of shower activity in Illinois on I-70. at Effingham, just east of Vandalia. I-55 coming in from Sykeston to Cape Girardeau. I-44, Rolla to St. Louis. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Now for southwest Missouri, we're going to pick up a little bit more shower activity. You can see it there from Kansas City over to Columbia, all the way back down to Tulsa. I-44, Tulsa, Joplin, with showers. Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, and we have showers right there. I-70 is affected from Kansas City all the way to Columbia, and let's see, that would be Highway 65 goes into Sedalia junctions with US 50 there at Sedalia. So north and south here on 65 and east and west on Highway 50. And so the forecast map, we have red flag warning for Missouri, just north of the state line here, our border counties. And we have some wind advisories, and you can, well, there's the very colorful map. The orange is a blizzard warning, and then the light pink is a winter storm advisory. The red right here is the red flag warning, and the brown is various types of wind advisories. And so,
can I get your son to take some cards up there? We'll give him business cards for the Z team and just say, had enough yet?
Great idea.
I think that there may be.
Great idea.
I mean, they've had this since October. I mean, it's been blizzard after blizzard after blizzard.
Well, Caleb went up there early February, and he blew a tire in Fargo at 5 in the morning, and it was minus 40 wind chill.
Sounds like.
And he kept going.
And he bought a tire and kept on going. Anyway. 7-day forecast for today, partly sunny and breezy, slight chance of thunderstorms, 20% chance today, high of 77 degrees, low tonight 42. Then a high on Friday of 65, sunshiny skies, increasing clouds Friday night, low of 46. Saturday, we start off 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, go to 90% chance from the afternoon, evening, all the way into Saturday night, high of 60. Low of 43 on Saturday night. Sunday, 40% chance of showers with a high of 56. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 39. Then Monday, we only hit a high of 69 degrees. With all the rain, the drought monitors are clear for Arkansas and Missouri. And we'll check iDrive Arkansas real quick. We have, of course, in Little Rock's an accident to begin with. I-40 at mile marker 146.5 on the eastbound lane I-40. There's an accident there. And in East Arkansas on 131, they have a pipe culvert failure. So be sure to, before you travel, check out iDrive Arkansas. Check out MoDOT. Missouri's still having issues. Anybody been up around Kansas City in a while?
No.
It's just they're still showing I-29 has some closings up there, and I don't know what's going on, but man, it's been
Well, there's still the flooding.
Hmm?
There was a lot of flooding up there.
It's a lot of flooding up there, and then they had the blizzard conditions come through.
Yeah.
And so, the morning weather is brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs, buying or selling, looking for some property to buy. 870-405-0793, retiretoarkansas.net. I need about 15 people to log in today and look at that live cam. And if you're watching in Illinois, Missouri, if you know me up there in the St. Louis area, I need you to log in, guys. Retiretoarkansas.net. There's that live shot again. Isn't that gorgeous? You're looking in from Marion County into Baxter County. You can see the river come around there. You see Cotter Park. That's the clearing right there in the center. To the upper right-hand side would be the city of Mountain Home. The upper left side would be the Missouri state line. You can see the bridge coming across on Highway 62 412. This is a live shot at 7:14 this morning. It's brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zador, for all your real estate needs. Retiretoarkansas.net or call them at 870-405-0793. Community Calendar brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best lunch, best breakfast in town.
Yes,
Monday through
indeed.
Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
Yep.
You got something for us, Bob?
I do, actually. You were talking about Saturday.
Yep.
This Saturday, April 13th, at the Bull Shoals VFW, which is at 1206 Central Avenue in Bull Shoals. The Marion County Republican Committee is having their Reagan Day dinner. It's
Got
our
my ticket, see my
fundraiser.
ticket, see my ticket.
There you go. And you'll notice the uniqueness of that ticket.
Yes.
The meet and greet starts at 5. Dinner's going to be at 6. Casual attire. We're not encouraging like white shirts and suits or
Let me comment on
anything like that.
Last year, the governor was there, Lieutenant Governor was
Yep.
there, Tommy Land was there, Land Commissioner. We had a fantastic time. Blue
Thank you.
jeans and boots.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice time. And the governor is so relaxed.
Oh, because
fun.
it does. It just changes the whole environment.
It
When
does.
you're able to sit there and just
And be yourself.
be yourself, and that it takes that kind of
You don't have to worry
formalness
about getting
away.
your tie
it's a
in your
much
soup
better-
or something.
That's right. That's right. So like I say, casual attire, not like ratty T-shirts but jeans and boots and Anyway, so the tickets are $35. The music's going to be by the Ted Hobbs Band, which Benny Speaks' crew. You know them.
Yep.
The keynote speaker is Tim Griffin, and I mistakenly referred to him as Governor Tim Griffin the other day, but he will be.
Yeah, give him a few days.
Oh, yeah, well, he's got a little bit of time, but he will be the next governor. And then Tony Tadero is going to speak. Scott Filippo is the master of ceremonies, and if you want some real entertainment, come and listen to Scott Filippo talk and MC our event. Scott is very, very entertaining. Yep. We have some tickets available. Tickets are available at the door, and I'm going to ask you to call Karen Carter. She's at 870-404-2065, and she can just tell you your name, and she'll hold the tickets at the door. The passports that Dale's got here.
Hold it up the camera there.
This is for the main prize, and what it is you've got little stamps in here. You're going to get stamps for participating in different events and participating in different fundraising things, 50/50 tickets, Women's Scholarship Fund, those types of things. And when you get your book filled, we're going to throw them all in. We're going to put your name on there, throw them all in a bucket, pick a winner. The winner is going to get a magical evening in Marion County for two. The magical evening starts at about 4 o'clock. Your chariot, which is owned and going to be driven by Jack Fournier, our state representative, so you'll have a little personal one-on-one time with him, pick you up at the square. It's going to drive you over to the Premier Eatery in Bull Shoals, the 178 Club. You're going to get a Saturday night dinner. The house specialty is the succulent prime rib dinner for two. When you're done dining, you're going to be transported to the Gem of the Ozarks, none other than our own Bull Shoals Lake, where you'll get a sunset cruise on a special pontoon that Ricky Eastwald has from Bull Shoals Marina. He's going to take you out in the water for about an hour, give you a great tour. Again, a very entertaining hour, spending an hour with Ricky. Oh, that's going to be fun. Ricky's a good guy. There's a fresh bouquet of flowers, courtesy of Imagine That in Yellville. There's bite-sized desserts, Republican Women of Marion County. You get the bottle of bubbly from LJ Liquors in Payette. There'll be a photographer, and when you get done with your cruise, Jack will take you back to the square on Yellville. You'll never be the same after this. And so come on out, come to our event, bring a couple bucks for the different charity things. This is our fundraiser for the year, and
it'll be fun.
You'll have believe me, you will have a great time.
The AARP driver safety classes for May 2019, May 4th, 8 a.m. to 12 o'clock at Eastside Baptist Church on 9th Street. May 6th, 9 to 1 at Maruck Family Center on Aging. May 18th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Good Samaritan Society on 5 South. May 12th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Van Meter Senior Center at 1101 Spring Street in Mountain Home. So we'll keep that handy. I wonder if we're going to have stopping at stop signs part of that class.
I wonder if they're getting... No, never mind. I'm not going.
Bite your tongue. Time for a quick commercial break. Coming up, we have the Twin Lakes Retired Police Officers Scholarship Foundation. And we got Bruce Powell, Alfred Moore with Bob Zadora. So stick around. Commercial break. Be right back.
The best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area? Then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran's stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up.
I didn't count.
7:21 on this April 11th. I want to welcome the Twin Lakes Retired Police Officer Scholarship Foundation. Bruce Powell's here along with Alfred Moore and Bob Zadora. Gentlemen, welcome. Good to have you all here.
Morning.
So, step one, what do we need to cover here?
Well, I think that we need to make our presence as far as what we do here and what we do in the community. Was formed originally, Bruce, you're a founding member.
Right. A bunch of retired police officers in the area used to get together once or twice a month over at the Elks and just have lunch and so on and so forth. Our founding president, who has since passed away, Bob Brennan, was in Walmart one day and he saw a uniformed Mountain Home police officer paying for his food with food stamps. So he said, next time we got together, it'd be nice to do something for these people. So we started the Scholarship Foundation in 1998 and have been going strong ever since. And we're hoping to give away some scholarships this year to police officers' children.
And the original concept was that, as you say, these guys are paying for food with food stamps. And the retirees that have come here and have made, generally by the time you retire, you've made whatever it is you're going to make. And
right,
being able to bring some of the blessings that we've had to come here and help these officers with what is really a huge, huge chunk of their capital is to help their kids get into secondary education. So the idea that these scholarships would help these children go into the next phase of their life and better themselves and be able to do a better job going forward.
Right.
And for us to have that money. Now, we're a 501c3.
Right. And we have officers that are retired here from Al's from Louisiana, I'm from Illinois, Bob's from Illinois. We got members from San Diego. We got members from Prince George County, and
we got people from all over the place.
We have members from all over, and we're all dedicated to one thing, and that's to try to help the Twin Lakes officers any way we can. And we felt scholarships would be the biggest thing we could do.
And I think that really it's worked out. We've given out, I was going through the notes here, since June 30th of 1999, we've given out $73,000 in scholarships to the local law enforcement to help for secondary education for their kids. That's a huge number. I mean, when you look at there's a lot of great charity work that gets done by other places, and to be able to say that we've given that much from nothing. I mean, we're just guys who get together on once a month, and we come up with different ways to try to raise funds. We've had classes, we've had gun raffles, we've had different chance things. One of the things that we do have now that we've had some success with is Amazon has a Smile program, and that Smile program it doesn't cost you a dime. They take a percentage of what you purchase and they put that into your charity. So all you have to do is you go to Amazon Smile, you look for the Twin Lakes Retired Police, and by the time you get to Twin Lakes Retired Police, it'll pop up, and you say that I want that to be my smile. I want to put a smile on their faces, and we get a check. The treasurer gets a check every couple months. Sometimes it's for $40, sometimes it's for $140. We never know, how much people are going to spend.
Yeah.
But it doesn't cost you anything, and it goes, obviously, like I say, to a great cause for us here. Most of the money comes really from our dues,
right?
In whatever way we can raise money. This year we're we've got the scholarship forms are out, and we've gotten them to the different departments. If you know a policeman who's got kids in secondary education and they're not aware of this. It's bad on their chief, but have them give us a call. You can call me. I'm at 870-405-0793. We've got a Facebook page. It's Twin Lakes Retired Police Scholarship Association, and you can contact us on there. That's monitored periodically. We don't have a lot of stuff on there, so the more people we can get to kind of like that, we can puff that up a little bit. We're doing what we can do to try to help our local law enforcement. Everybody says, yeah, we want to help the police, Well, this is a good opportunity to help the police. We're a 501c3, and we have, so it's tax deductible. If you're one of the foundations in town and you've got a couple extra bucks, the hospital gave us money last year. The Elks have given us money. The VFW. Things, and it gets passed through. Believe me, it's not just a bunch of coppers sitting around drinking beer, having sandwiches. There's actual work that goes into this. So we're trying to get together. We're going to have the Music on the Square on August 15th. We're going to pass out the scholarships there is the plan right now. But we need to get these scholarships in because school is going to get out, and there's things that need to be filled out that we need the kids for.
Paperwork
that needs to be done. So, and Al's been in charge of that, and he's been sending the forms out.
I had Bruce help too.
Yeah, well,
I've emailed a lot of them to the local chiefs, and they've been real responsive in the sheriff's office, and ask them, hand them out, and they're starting to come in slowly.
And we need to get them in by the end of May, right?
End of May is the deadline.
Yeah. So to be, and like I say, the reason for that is that there's things that you have to do, that the child has to do from school to get these things done, and to make sure that they're properly filled out. And because part of the deal is that we want to make sure that you can follow directions.
Yeah.
It's not just here's money. We want to make sure that these are going to that they're going to be used properly.
I'd like to just interject here for a minute. If any of you out there are retired police officers in the Twin Lake area, and you would like to come and see how we work and what we do, and join us, our dues are only $50 a year. We meet on the third Friday of each month at the Elks in Mountain Home at noon. That would be the 19th of this month. At noontime. We're more than happy to have you come in and sit with us and have a sandwich, and we have a short meeting, but we would be happy to have you come and be with us.
We're looking for new blood. We're looking for, we're always looking for guys to come in. In fact, the shoot, which is this coming Friday. Tomorrow, this coming Friday. That was kind of started, Sheriff Montgomery got on board because of us. And so everybody who participates in that, there's a little a debt of gratitude, at least, that's owed the Twin Lakes Retired Police for that. And a reminder to those who signed up: if you haven't signed up, get over there with your check, $10 check. Go to the sheriff's office and get that in, so you'll be able to shoot tomorrow if you're a spring shooter.
How about a quick break?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm running low on coffee.
Well, we can't have that.
No.
Gil, take us to break, will you, my friend? 729, more with the retired police right after this. Gil?
I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that Their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you need dirt. $732 revision with the Twin Lakes Retired Police Officer Scholarship Foundation. Bob Zadora here along with Bruce Powell and Alfred Moore. And what else we need to talk about, guys?
Gentlemen.
Let's talk about being a policeman.
Well, you don't want to do that. It's live TV.
Well, myself, I'm retired captain from Chicago, and I been down here since 1994. I retired in 92. Been here 24 years now.
There you go.
Not going back, I can tell you that.
Amen.
I love it
Amen,
here.
brother.
You're right about that. You are definitely right about that.
If each one of you had to write a book about being a policeman, would it be funny, serious, or both?
All three.
Oh,
All
three.
Yeah, there's
can't
a
have one
lot
without
of
all
war
of them.
stories, a lot of fun things that we have a different type of mentality, I think, than most people do.
I think a different humor. Because you have to. There's a survivalist humor.
Yeah.
Dealing with everything that you deal with, you got to be able to find a little humor in things that aren't, the normal people go, really? But
I don't believe you half the stories anyway.
you haven't been here too long now.
I've been up here 4 years. I moved up here from Southwest Louisiana, Lake Charles, Louisiana, Lake Charles Police Department.
You like crawfish?
Oh, I love it. I still get it here too.
Well, yeah, the place that
Cajuns know how to cook. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that and then Walmart gets it too. So
Oh, do they?
Okay. Yeah, I saw
I was
it
getting them from
advertised there.
this guy here. You know, Ozark Crawfish. Anyway,
How you fix your gumbo?
the old-fashioned way, from scratch.
There you go.
My wife and I both can cook it. And that's, as you can see, that's why I'm big. But I retired 5 years ago. I retired major over the CID. 21 investigators worked for me and over the crime scene, evidence and all that, and wanted to get away from the rat race.
Yes, indeed.
And fell in love with this place. And
How's Lake Charles different from Little Rock, Chicago, St. Louis, Memphis?
no different at all.
Really?
The population is about 80,000, give or take. And then during the daytime, it surges up to 150 to 200,000 because there's 3 riverboat casinos in the area, and right across the river is a huge petrochemical industry. You know, they make jet fuel, plastics, and everything else over there. So, and when I moved out, they were going through. That's supposed to be the #1 spot in the nation for economic development because all the plants are retooling and expanding, and they were bringing in like 66,000 immigrant workers and setting up 5 man camps throughout the parish. Down there is parishes, the French compared to county. And I looked at the wife and I said, "It's time to leave."
Yeah,
It's getting too much.
You do.
But you know, sometimes it's nice, peace and quietful, and other times it's violent, like like the other big cities you mentioned, and things that us three have seen just defies all logic sometimes. And on all scales of the spectrum, it doesn't matter who you are or where you walk. And I can tell you here is I'm only here by the grace of God because of the fact that I was on 6 months and got shot at one night 4 times, and me and the K-9 officer were walking down an alley, and we were in a little bitty alley between 2 shotgun houses, shoulder to shoulder, and he was following me because I was a rookie, and the training officer went around the north side, and there was a shots fired call, and we got to the back steps and stepped on the first rung, and there's 4 shots rang out. We heard all 4 slugs go by. So that was an awakening right off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
But you didn't sleep that night?
Well, it's good when you can decide right away, is this what I want to do or not?
Yeah. Well, it became a passion, and it got in the blood. And but I made a promise to my wife. I love her to death, and I told her, I said, when I walk away, I'm walking away. And I stayed the longest I could to max out, and that's one of the best things we have is our retirement down there in Louisiana. Is you do 30 years, you retired 100% of your max.
Oh, good.
Yes,
That's
last
good.
3-year max.
Good for you. Good for you.
Well, on Tuesday, David Etheridge, the 14th Judicial District Prosecuting Attorney, sat right here where Bob was at, and we talked about this. And Bob and I have sat right here and talked to the governor. Asa Hutchinson sat right here, and we've asked the same question. The psychological part of a criminal mind. Has there ever been any evaluation? Because when Sheriff Montgomery's sitting here, or Corey Manuel's sitting right here, Chief of Police, and Bob says, we can take down Arkansas Avenue right here, and we go into Northern Hills, or we can go into North Point, or any of these subdivisions. I don't care what's in the house. If they've got an 8-pound diamond, good. I don't want it.
Yeah.
But yet people will stop at nothing to bust out a window, knock down a door, shoot something out, do all kinds of crazy things to go steal something.
Yes.
Because that's not a part of your mentality.
Yeah.
You don't. That's not you. Your genes are different. That's the problem. Their genes are different. Your genes are what we like to think is normal for
Wow,
for
that's
people.
the best thing
well,
ever.
What I'm saying, but as far as for people to be, it should be normal to not want to take somebody else's stuff. That's not the case for everybody.
And on top of that too, it's a mindset too, because it's a vicious cycle. No matter if I've seen rich kids and I've seen poor kids, and I've dealt with all avenues of that and the spectrum in between, and try to mentor as many to try to break the cycle. That's the only way you can break the cycle. And I told them, I said, you're 2 places you're going to end up: the morgue or prison. That's it. That's your future. Your daddy went there, and a lot of these kids, in 36 years, I did 36 years as a police officer. I started when I was 19, a baby, and so I've seen these criminals raised.
Sure, it's generational.
Generation, and I've talked to some of them and had an impact and had to break the cycle, and so.
Well, my dad was one of those old-fashioned, hardline Southern Baptist deacons up in St. Louis area, and if we didn't toe the line, the belt came off your.
Oh, amen.
But the thing was, your dad was there. That's part of the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's become socially
We don't
acceptable.
act like this,
It's been socially acceptable to not have dad there.
Yeah.
And that's really where we've seen the biggest break in society.
Yes.
Is not having a familial unit, and I think that's probably the biggest.
The breakdown of the family unit.
Sure.
Well, yeah, there's no morals and guidance there too. Like you said, in our days, you dealt with mom, number one, and when dad got home, you dealt with him. But if you got in trouble at school,
if that note
you
came
dealt
off
with the
of-
coach.
whoa,
The
yeah.
coach
Yeah,
dealt
right.
with you.
Yeah, somebody
and
else
then,
all
and
the
then
way
the principal dealt with you.
That's right.
I was disciplined by the whole spectrum. So but you don't have that this day and time.
Well, anymore, and the teachers have to. When years ago, I was helping Curtis Coleman with a campaign. What was that? 2014? I've been that long ago. 42% of a school teacher in Arkansas's time is spent filling out paperwork on why they want to work directly with Little Billy, because Little Billy can spell cat C-A-T, but he can't differentiate between K-A-T and C-A-T. So they want to explain the difference in K and C, but it has to go over here and over there, and you got to make sure that the ACLU doesn't find out, because it could be discrimination because they're picking on Little Billy and all that. Back and forth. Just let the teachers teach.
Yes.
Sure.
Right.
Too much government involvement, hands-on with.
My father was a police officer too, and if I came home and said, "Dad, I got stopped by the police today in my car," you know, and he said, "Oh yeah," and he gave me and the policeman gave me a crack in the ass, and he then would give me another one because you talk back to the police officer, and we're going back, you know, to 1940s and 50s. But it was a little different then.
It was a whole lot different.
There was a lot of respect. Now there is no respect. Just look at the tragedies so far this year. I think we've had 25 police officers killed in the line of duty that we're averaging 8 a month.
And what's the deal with them getting hit on the highways? There's like 3 in the state of Illinois.
Illinois.
Hit on the highway.
2 in 1 week.
2 in a week.
Yeah,
right.
2
I was
in
up
1
there.
week. Yeah.
Is that Northern Illinois, Southern, Mid-South? Is it
They're both.
Yeah,
There was one up north and one in
57,
yeah.
Yeah. One was a female, one was a male.
Oh, along
officer.
interstates or federal highways?
Yeah,
or?
that's
Oh, it's
where
on the interstate. That's where they
go,
work.
Interstates.
Sure.
State highways.
And generally what it is people that are under the influence of something or another, they get fixated by the lights. They see the lights on the side of the road and they're fixated by them, and they're not realizing that they're coming over until they're there and the copper's getting out and working their way around.
Well, now I'm glad you brought that up because there's an incident. This goes back about 5 years. I left Walmart with no idea that there was an accident on the bypass, and it was after you're coming. Like I go from Walmart and say I'm going towards Gassville. Okay, you make one of those turns and all of a sudden there's just a barrage of blue flashing lights. I literally had to stop because the lights were so intense.
They're so bright. I'm not real big on the LED lights. Yeah.
You know, and I called the chief of police. I said, you know, those lights were so bright I could not see the officers with the little flashlight bulb.
Right.
And you know, come on, I can't see where you're at. Those blue lights are so strong.
Especially here because you're coming out of the dark generally.
Yeah.
And they are very bright. I don't know how they work. That was after my time, as it were. God, I sound like a dinosaur.
You know, sometimes and there is an adjustment on the brilliance. I said,
oh, I'm sure.
It's past the point of being bright. They're almost so sharp.
Yeah.
It's kind of like just a barrage of flash bulbs.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean,
they get brighter. They claim to give the officer more protection, but really he's giving them less protection
because you can't see.
Because you can't see.
I can't see them.
You're blind.
Yeah. You know, and you're coming out on the bypass, and already, you know, you're at 60 miles an hour, which is the speed limit, and you've got a couple of hills, and then you got that long area. And when I hit that area where you come down before you get to the Highway 5 bridge, the viaduct there, that the accident was on the right-hand side, and that was the barrage of lights. All I could do is get on the brakes and make sure I could see that center line because I didn't know if there was a policeman in the highway or not because the lights were so brilliant.
And I think, and I'm sure that you guys do the same thing. When I say somebody has somebody pulled over, I slow down because I'm taking a look just to make sure that they're not rolling around on the ground or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, they're all right.
And you just, you just stop and you can't see through that light. It's not helping the officer at all, actually.
No,
but
true.
We digress. I don't know. I'll talk to Montgomery next time I see him and see what can be. I don't know what can be done about the lights. But
mainly it's on the state police cars.
Yeah. Well, no, they all got them.
Oh, do they all have those?
Yeah, all the local cars.
Well, I remember there was a fire downtown Mountain Home. I thought, well, I'll go through town this time. You know, coming down the long hill, flashlights there. This is when Splashes had caught on fire across the street from Pizza.
Yeah.
The firemen, and they, talked to several firemen and said that's one of the rarest times where we had to drag a hose across the highway and literally turn people back away.
Yeah.
And I said the problem was those blue lights were so intense I could not. And the policeman had his reflective. I said I caught a glimpse of the reflective stuff, and that's when I stopped.
Well, yeah. Well, when you see the lights, you should be slowing down anyway.
Oh yeah, I was down about 15, 20 miles an hour.
Take care of yourself. But there's, it's been a long, winding road. I think for all of us, we've had, different things in our careers, and when I left, I said then that you don't miss the circus, but you miss the clowns. You miss that, you don't miss the day-to-day mundane things things that you would deal with all the time. But you miss that guy. You remember that guy who, and those are the guys that you miss. Those are the things that, and those are the kind of stories that you'll hear
we
if
just
you come to the
one.
meeting.
Nikki,
That's right.
Nikki was like that. Yeah.
And so, not just the policemen, but bad guys. And you remember, the Appalachia Eubanks I still remember that. That had to be in 1976, 7, somewhere right in there. One of the first search warrants that we did. But you remember stuff like that. Theopolis Shoebanks, what a great name. But his ma had a good sense of humor.
7:45. We need to take a break, Gil. Hey, Gil, can we throw the live shot from the White River up there before we go to break? I want to take another look at the White River, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. And there it is right there. That's a live shot at 7:45, almost 7:46. You see the White River there in the city of Cotter. Beautiful shot brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. Quick break. Be right back. And comfortable hospital scrub stat. You need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
Hi, it's Bob and Linda Zadora. We're the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty. We'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at RetireToArkansas.net.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
$748, visiting with the Retired Police Officer Scholarship Foundation. Who all we got here? Bob, Bruce, and Alfred. And what else can we discuss here about? Let's recap what you've got going on here real quick. A couple minutes here to go back through this for folks just joining us.
What we do is we raise funds for scholarships for the local law enforcement officers here in Baxter and Marion County. We help provide them with scholarships, obviously, so they can go to college. And that started from us realizing how little the police here make and what we could do to try to help them, help themselves and help their kids. So far, we've given out over $73,000 in scholarship for these kids, and we do whatever we can do to help raise money. We're a 501c3, so we tax-deductible contributions are always welcome. You can contact me. You can give me a call, 870-405-0793. We're going to be sponsoring the Music on the Square on August 15th, and that's going, we're going to have a table there. We'll have some sort of raffle or something, and maybe we'll pass the hat if you want to come out for that. That'll help us out. Amazon Smile is one of the ways that we raise money, and our membership. If you're a retired policeman from anywhere, we meet on the third Friday of the month, which will be next Friday. We meet at the Elks at noon lunch probably 11:30ish.
Yeah, that's a good lunch.
And oh yeah,
That's a good lunch.
Yeah. So and there's you can come around and just kind of see what you can add to the mix. Fresh blood is always a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yes. New minds.
Yes, sir. Because we've used some of ours up, so we could use some. We could use some new ones to come in and help out.
We're old retired people.
I want to get your opinion on the School Resource Officers Program. We've got a very good DARE program here, and I'm a very, very firm supporter of that program. And it seems to work well between the school system and the city police and with the sheriff's department. Your thoughts on DARE programs and the officers in the schools?
Well, I could tell you this. I just mailed, maybe a month ago, to the sheriffs and a school officer I know in Yellville the synopsis of the Florida shooting and all the do's and don'ts that were in that synopsis. And the governor of Florida was right in what he did. He got rid of that sheriff, and there was...
Now, this is the incident where the deputy was outside and
That's
didn't...
right, and he told his policy was that nobody goes in. Everybody stays outside. Some other tactical group came in from, I don't know, from some town or from another county, and they went right in.
I thought at Columbine, I thought that they did that at Columbine. They all stayed outside and everything happened. And after that, I thought it was general policy. And see, we would never would have thought to stand around and wait for something to happen. No. We made things happen.
Yeah. Yes, that's what we were trained to do.
I mean, and we did that for all the way along. I mean, it's
go
just
in.
Yeah.
Well, you go in, you rush in and stop the threat, neutralize the threat. Whatever means necessary, and then that prevents loss of life.
Yeah.
But I'm a firm believer. If those school resource officers, number one, it lets these kids see another side of law enforcement.
Exactly.
Number one, a lot of these kids, and throughout my career, and these two guys, I know they're the same way. You're a restaurant anywhere, and mom, you don't behave, I'm gonna make him take care of you. Always use the police officer as a threat.
Yeah.
But in school, that's where they're raised. They don't know any better, and they get in school and they see another side of officer. And some of them have no male role models,
right?
Or female role models for our police officers, female police officers. And it's an excellent program that it gets our foot in the door and it gives them kids an avenue, an opportunity, because they may not engage initially, but over a period of time, something that's tried and true, and you've got a good police officer there doing his job, making a difference. These kids will come around and they'll start talking to them. They may not talk in front of all their friends.
Correct.
They will start talking to them and set up a rapport, and it opens an avenue, a door. And I'm a firm believer in it. And number one, your officer knows the kids, and we are trained to pick up on things that are out of the norm. Everybody else, and over time, there's little ticks that you can see. Everybody goes, well, we didn't know anything about that. No, somebody wasn't paying attention.
That's right.
That's the bottom line.
It was there.
It was there. You just ignored all the warning signs.
What about the influence of Hollywood, movies, TVs, and these violent games?
You're going to have to have us back for that, dude.
Yeah, you don't have
we'll
enough
be here for a long time with that.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Well, there's no parental supervision, no moral upbringing, and then you've got all these violent TV shows, violent programs, and
the
these kids
same
don't realize
networks that push for gun control and confiscation of guns are the networks that are showing the violent shows.
Absolutely.
And the same is with the actors.
The actors, exactly.
There you
go. They're
all against it, but yet they make their bread and butter by doing
violence.
action
movies.
And
Yep, absolutely. It's ridiculous.
So some of this stuff I just don't get.
Well, the presence of the school officers is just really can't be overstated. Al's exactly right. They have that role model there in school, and to put that human face for these kids to see. I know that we've had them on the radio, and we've had them the kids, the two guys from the guys from Mountain Home and stuff.
Bubba come in,
and they would just do such a great job of talking to these kids and talking to them out of things that they maybe shouldn't be involved in. Just showing them that there's a better way. I think that that's just so important for these for these kids to see that.
I have-
And see that it's not mom and dad saying, "You're exactly right," because I've been there, where if you don't behave, I'm going to give you to him.
That's
Like,
right.
You know, the police aren't the boogeyman.
I have a close friend that's at the Yellville Summit School, and he's got so involved that now he went to school to be a football coach, and now he's going to school to be a baseball coach.
Oh, great.
So he's with them during the day and after school,
Yeah.
and he's very well respected there.
Yeah.
Very, very well respected.
And it's funny with the school resource program, I visit every so often more with Tom Canton than the others. Kids that have graduated 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago still
come back.
remember those
Oh,
school
sure
resource
they do.
officers,
Sure
Bubba and Eddie and Tom. I don't know who all is involved because I think Tom's now retired. It makes a difference, guys. It
Oh,
makes
it does.
a difference.
It
you
does.
know.
It does.
So,
And so they're doing things to help people in their careers. The police do, and we're still, even though we're retired, we're still trying to do things that'll help people and trying to help raise
Once a
funds for the
policeman, always a
scholarship.
policeman.
That's
Absolutely.
very, very true. So if you missed the beginning, if you're a policeman and you have kids that are eligible for secondary education, not just going in, if they're in school and they're going to continue on that path, give Al a call and get your if your chief hasn't given you the application for the scholarships, the cutoff date is the end of May. Because if I say May 31st, then people will wait like the 30th, so I'm going to say the end of May. And but if you want to give your number,
Yeah, I'm the chairman of the scholarship board, and my number is 337-515-7289. It's a cell phone from Louisiana. I just kept my number. But like Bob said, we provide scholarships to law enforcement officers, all the spectrum for Baxter and Marion County here in Arkansas. So give me a call, and I'll email you an application or get one run to you one way or another.
worst case scenario, contact Dale here in the station. God
We
knows
can-
he's got my number, and we will get you what you need. But
Yep.
we want
And
to get
I'm all
on this
over
because
Facebook, and so
it's right. Yeah,
yeah,
So-
we'll make that connection.
Yeah.
You know, I can't thank you guys enough for what you do, and the Scholarship Foundation. I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that says, I have no idea. Makes a difference.
Yeah.
You know, making a difference in someone. But we got about 2.5 minutes, guys. Final thoughts?
Just thank God we're here.
Amen.
I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
made it,
this
yeah.
this is truly God's country, and coming
Yeah.
from environments that we've all come from.
Yes.
And to be here and
You guys have seen things that would cause nightmares for most people.
oh yeah,
Whether in Chicago
aside
or
from our
Vietnam.
own nightmares.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was in the Democratic Convention in 68.
Oh, 68.
I was there. I was in the Marquette riots. I was in the Martin Luther King riots, where they burned down a quarter of the city of Chicago. So I've been. Day of Rages was another one that I was in. It's just.
You survived the DNC
Yeah,
of 68.
I did survive. I don't know how, but
you know,
I
they
did
hid
survive.
that in the convention. They wouldn't allow.
Well, they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
They did, but CBS admitted, Roger Mudd actually admitted, said, we knew what was going on outside, but they didn't want anybody to know that, so they kept the cameras indoors
Yeah, well,
until the
that-
news finally broke what was going on outside the DNC.
That was when we finally got helmets. During that, Mayor
Jeez.
Daley
Yeah.
ordered a whole bunch of helmets, and we got helmets. They didn't fit very well, but we got, we got helmets.
It was a stuff.
About 40 seconds, gentlemen. Thanks again for being here.
Oh,
Bruce,
thank
Al,
you.
Bob.
Appreciate
it. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
And Reagan Day dinner this
Reagan Day
Saturday.
dinner this Saturday. Give Karen a call for tickets. 870-404-2065. You're going to have a great time. It's the Reagan dinner is our fundraiser for the year over there in Marion County, and you can help support us. We appreciate it.
Sounds good. And if we got real quick, Gil, throw that White River up one more time. We'll fade out the show on the White River, and we'll end the show coming up here in about 10 seconds. Beautiful White River brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. We will see you all tomorrow. Have a fun, happy day. Thanks,
Yes, sir.
Gil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.